I hate to be the one to tell you, but you are the problem. So, this is a topic that I have a lot of input on because for a large part of my life, I only had friends that didn't really like me and they talked behind my back. And at one point, I even had a friend to try and convince me that that's just the way friendships work. We're in a group, we talk about each other, we know each other's personal lives, and that's just the way it works. So I know all about toxic friendships and the friendships that people keep just for the sake of saying that they have friends, because people that don't have friends are often frowned upon as if, hey, is something wrong with you if you don't have any friends? But we're going to get a little bit deeper into this because I think by now we all know that having friends is a little bit more intricate than just meeting somebody, clicking with them, getting along with them, and riding off into the sunset. Okay, so here are the reasons that you are the problem in the equation. Number one, you let your friends pick you. Now, this one took me a few decades to figure out. I'm the youngest of 4 kids, so I've always been used to being coddled and really instructed by my older siblings and, of course, my parents. I never put much effort into making friends. Not to say that I just befriended everyone that wanted to be a friend of mine, but the friends that I did have early on in life, I let them choose me. And that was a big mistake. You should always choose your friends. Never let them choose you. Okay, so why? Why do you want to choose your friends and not let them choose you? Well, people want friends for different reasons. Some people like to have a lot of friends just so that they can feel popular and they can feel like they know a lot of people. Other people are really looking for deep, nurturing friendships with people that share their ideas and share their beliefs. And then you have those dreaded toxic people that love to surround themselves with people that they feel are less than them so that they can feel better about themselves. The third type is the really bad type that you don't want choosing you, because these people will pretend to have a lot in common with you, all so that they can get close to you. And you might say that these people also have kind of narcissistic tendencies because they'll kind of take on parts of your personality and you'll think like, oh, okay, well, we really have a lot in common. We really just click. You share your intimate details with these people because these kind of people are usually really good at getting close and intimate with people, even people that are standoffish. And you find out that they only wanted to get to know more about you so that they could know your perceived flaws and feel better about themselves. And these are the ones that will go behind your back to other friends and strangers and just slander you to feel better about themselves and to make themselves look better among a group. These people are not just satisfied with the fact that they befriended you and they know that you're human. They also, like I said, they want to slander you. They want other people to know that you aren't everything you're cut out to be. So this is a very, very toxic friendship. And these types of people come in knowing that they are already going to hate you. They never have an intention of actually being a friend. Having the right people positioned in your life is one of the most important skills that you can ever master in life. So again, number one, never let your friends choose you. Number two, you don't know how to set boundaries. Friendships can become emotionally draining. Number two ties into number one, because imagine that you've let someone choose you as a friend, and now they have a lot of issues that you just don't even like to deal with in your life. They have issues and topics that they talk about that you are not even interested in. One example for me would be I had a friend not too long ago that was promiscuous, and I am married. So our friendship didn't really click together the way that we wanted it to because of the simple fact that I wasn't really interested in hearing about the escapades. And she was not really interested in hearing the feedback from a person that wasn't also living that lifestyle. So that is what can happen if you have a friend that is not on the same page as you. When you have this situation, you might find yourself becoming anxious and tired when you're around this friend, okay? Guys, comment conmigo below if you have ever been in a friendship where it just felt physically draining to be around this person. I remember I had a friendship like this once, and it was just physically draining to be around one of my best friends. And the main reason is because we had so much seemingly in common, but our differences were just as different as our commonalities. So comment conmigo if you've ever experienced that. In these type of one-sided friendships, oftentimes a friend is unloading all of their baggage on you, and you never really have time or an opportunity to talk about what's going on with you. And another thing about friendships like this, where you have a friend that is always unloading bad news on you, you kind of start to feel bad when you have good news and you don't want to tell them, because it's like, well, I don't want to share this good news because they always have bad things to say about themselves. They may not have anything good going on in their life. So it becomes a very one-sided friendship. You become less excited to see them, and they know it, they notice it. So learn how to set your boundaries in your friendships. In relationships, guys, you have to communicate. In any relationship, you have to communicate, and you have to learn to communicate effectively if you want the relationship to flourish. So here's what setting boundaries with a friend looks like. Tell your friend that you want to hear about their good news as well as their bad news. Make certain topics off limits. Setting boundaries can feel awkward at first, but it's way better than having a friend hate you because you weren't upfront and direct about your feelings. And the third and most obvious reason why your friend hates you is because they are not your friend. So you can find yourself calling people friends that are not really your friends for a lot of reasons. The first being that you've known the person for a long time. It feels like forever. And you've grown and you guys have different interests, but you still give them the title of friend, even though that person may not agree with what you've become, and you may not agree with the ideas that they have developed and the person that they become. These kind of friends, when you're around them, they can become condescending. They become angry when you have good news. They give you backhanded compliments. You get it. They're not your friend. They don't like you. They might even hate you. So guys, like I said, these are common reasons why we might be holding on to friendships that aren't friendships at all. And they may even be with people who are actually considering themselves our enemies, and we don't even know it, or we know it and we just don't want to acknowledge it. Okay guys, so like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, then you're sure to like this video up next. 3 signs that your friend secretly hates you. Number 1, they don't laugh at your jokes. You used to be so funny to them, so hilarious, but now they just don't get your jokes. They don't understand your point of view. You're not funny. They hate you. Okay? Number 2, every time you come around, they're sick. You just heard them laughing in the background on the phone, listening to the radio, but now that you're here, they have a headache and they have a stomach ache and they need to take a nap. They don't like you. They don't want to be around you. Number 3, you make a big change in your appearance, like me. I just dyed my hair blonde, and they don't even acknowledge it. They actually wait until someone else acknowledges it, and then they act like they didn't even notice it. Oh, you really? Oh, you did change your hair. Oh, okay. They don't say it's cute. They don't say they like it. They don't say anything. They hate you. Okay? Check in on your friends and make sure they're really your friends.